Okay, so they're making a treasure token here. I think in response we do this now. That way, they've only got the 1 mana, so unless they're playing like Spell Pierce. Yeah! Yeah! How's it going, y'all? Titan Smash MTG, and today we're back to some more MTGA historic action, and today we're visiting an old friends of ours, one deck that I actually used to love on the channel if you go back to my old videos. But this is some Rakdos Aggro, some Rakdos Dinosword. We say Dinosword here because we got a little Rotting Regisaur action to go along with some embercleave, and it turns out an 8/7 double strike trample is pretty good and can do a lot of damage as early as turn 4. But this is an aggressive deck here. You're playing Knight of the Ebon Legion, some Bomat Couriers, Robbers, some Dreadhorde Butcher, a card that I miss. Basically, you're just playing a lot of different things like this, trying it out here and seeing how it goes. We're just going to be playing this in best of 1 because I'm short on time, as per usual anymore. Sorry about that. But I do have this sideboard up here. This list from my buddy Jaffer, so anybody who hasn't watched him, Jaffer, go check him out. He's a really good one. Have his link in the description below if I remember. If I don't, I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, this it's a good deck here, really aggressive, something that can kill people fast, especially in a world where there's a bunch of lightning helixes going around. It feels nice to have things like Spawn of Mayhem, like Rotting Regisaur, or even things like Skyclave Shade that can come back from the graveyard. And there's been some discussion of maybe playing a Scrap Heap Scrounger instead. I know he's kind of on the fence with that. I think I like the Skyclave Shade a little bit better. Scrounger you can bring back on inset, which is really, really nice for board wipes. However, especially with so many Prismari commands going around, there's a lot of ways you can get 2 for 1 here. Somebody goes Prismari command and kills your Robber and then destroys your artifact if it's a Scrap Heap Scrounger. So that's what we got there. Sideboard-wise, 1 more Bloodchief's Thirst, a whole playset of Thoughtseize, a Soul Guide Lantern, Fry, 2 Grass, 2 Abrade, 2 Go Blank, and 2 Chandra. So that's what we got here. We're going to take this in the best of 1, see if we can beat people down. So let's take it in there, see how it goes. Let's go. All right. First game of the day is against Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos! His hand's great, by the way. We have a Bomat Courier to start it off with, and a Dreadhorde Butcher, and then Rotting Regisaur. That's about as good as you can ask for with this deck here. Alright, so we'll still lead on the Swamp here, just because we're not going to be sacking this Bomat Courier anytime soon, so we'll try to save that damage while we can. And, giving up 1 less color of information here. You gotta be smart sometimes. Red Source. Soul Scar Mage. I think we just want to Bloodchief's Thirst here. There's some thought into maybe playing the Dreadhorde Butcher. Seeing if they block with it and trade. But with Soul Scar Mage, where it gives minus and minus on everything, that actually shuts down our Dreadhorde Butcher really well, because even if we have this thing being a 2/2, they can just shock it, and we actually can't do anything to stop it. So they shock in here, actually playing Steam Vents, so this is maybe some Phoenix. I don't know, I don't think Phoenix will play Soul Scar Mage. We'll see, it could be like a spells deck, maybe they have like some Dreadhorde Arcanist and stuff like that. We'll see. Don't kill my baby. This next turn, I would prefer to play the Spawn of Mayhem, so what I'll probably do is go to attacks and see if they block. If they don't block or anything, or if they don't kill this Bomat Courier, then I'll try to play this Spawn of Mayhem. They're looking at it. Oh, the shock. That's alright. We still got Big Boy Regisaur. And against things that play shock and stuff like that, a 7/6 is pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. See what we got for this next turn here. Ooh, Trust of Iteration is very good for us. That means they probably can't do anything to stop this Reggie this turn. They'll play the Steam Vents. Shock it in, I dare you. Okay. No fear in that dojo. What you gonna follow it up with? Shock me. Shock me, daddy. I don't think they'd be playing Unsummon, but that's one thing that'd be rough. Oh, okay. Easy. And they top that. So, this is actually interesting. I think I'm still going to pitch the Blood Crypt here and hope to... I mean, we're going to get to play this. Oh, God. Let's swing 7 here. So, I could play the Spawn of Mayhem. I think, though, the play... And even though we're going to have to discard everything... because if they just go and play like a Crackling Drake or something here, then I don't have them dead. But say if they were trying to play Crackling Drake here, now we just have them dead. Because we have 7/7. And this is just 2 creatures. This will make us discard our hand, but unless they just like go to Chunk Block City here or have some weird removal I don't know of, they're dead. Opponent brainstorms there. Is that it? We done, opponent? This could be one of those where like they're just having a jump block with Arclight Phoenixes, but so far I've not seen a Phoenix, so I don't know if this is actually Phoenix or not. Stormwing Entity, okay, yeah, that's still... You better have something to block with, my friend. That 3-3 ain't gonna get it done. Ain't gonna get it done, son. Top one, bottom one. Okay, so they'll survive this turn. We have to pitch our cards. And this is where I do wish I had the Spawn of Mayhem instead. But they could have possibly just let the Spawn go through here. Like right now, they have to jump block with each of these. So we're still in a good spot. We'll play this Ramanap Ruins out. Like, we're going to be in top deck mode the rest of the game with this. However, like, we're just forcing them to, hey, you've got to find the nuts here or you're going to die. So, opponent may annoy us to death here, but I don't see a way they beat 2 Regisaurs. It's just too good against them. Okay, another Soulscar Mage. Soulscar Mage is annoying because they can, if they find some burn here, shrink one of our dinos. They top there. Okay. Annoying. Top one, bottom one. Fabled Passage. Blue. I mean, blue's nothing that can hurt us, so... That was a really good card. Opponents drew this really well. Okay, well, they're still... Oh, gosh, they're still in chump block mode. At least this Bone Mat Courier is actually kind of a nice pickup here, because I can send them with this no problem. They have to block each Regisaur, or they die. So... And if I happen to have removal to target this Bone Mat Courier, I can always just sack it, and that's at least us drawing a card there. Would rather not do that until we have to, though. So now they're down to 6. Slow and steady progress. These Regisaurs just go brrr. Okay, that's actually... That can get really annoying. Sorry, come on! Don't have anything else. Thank you. That's... Oh. We still would have been able to get them there, I think. But man, that could have been annoying to have to keep fighting through those. Good first game. Let's play another. Game number 2 against Diane. 87. Let's see if we can take Diane down. On the play again, and another really good hand. This deck's gas. I love this deck. We have our one. We do want to find another black source here eventually, just because you want that double black for your Spawn of Mayhems. We got the red part covered. Rakdos Man has always been a little bit of an iffy thing. And Dreadhorde Butcher is a card on the play versus the draw. Way different. So let's go ahead and get this down. Swing. If they don't have anything this next turn, they're potentially in a lot of trouble here already. Because we can play a Dreadhorde Butcher down, swing for 4 without pumping that, you know. Okay, let's... Never mind. But even still, now we have to play this other one. Play this untapped, and then we're still swinging for 3 here and putting counters on each of these. Now keep in mind they have game 3 life, which is a little annoying. They should be at 15, but it is what it is. Oh god, if you're Expressive Iteration now. Expressive Iteration is a very good card. But a lot of times when you're playing these aggressive matchups, it really does feel so good to be able to just see them do that. And know, like right now, hey, the shields are down. So they're playing Jeskai. Smork. I think we just hold up double stomp here. And usually I never want to do that. Usually I'm all about, you know, you play your threat out and you're good to go. But here... So they just kill my Dreadhorde Butcher. It's actually not that bad. It does exile it, so that's 3 damage not going to the face, which kind of sucks. But our other Dreadhorde Butcher lives, and now we get to stomp him, so that's 4 damage right there. We got another stomp in hand. That's 9. Another good draw here. Hit him for 5. And now I think we can play this Bone Crusher Giant out. Because if they have an Anger of the Gods, it doesn't work. If they have a, Wrath of God, they just die because we do 5 damage to them. This deck just hits you from a lot of different angles, man. It's good. This is what I missed in Standard when it was here. 2-0. Let's go. Alright, game number 3 is against Black Staff. Let's see if we can give a Black Mass to the Black Staff. That's a wrestling reference, by the way. This hand's too slow, right? Like, on the draw, Robber's not as good. We'll keep it, I guess, but this is risky. I'll say a Blood Chief's Thirst would have been really nice there. We do have a Heartless Act, though. Hopefully they don't start too fast, because on the draw against Gruul, okay, this is not what we wanted to see. Yeah, that's real rough. That is real rough. So, and playing a robber here to like block doesn't even do much, because they can just exert on Crop Crasher and get through. So I think we're just holding a Partless Act in case they go like land the Questing Beast or something. So they got a robber. This is just not good. And even though the on-Crop Crasher's doing more, I think we got to kill that robber now. We're still taking 6 here. Okay, so I guess I got like another elf or maybe a Pelt Collector. Yikes, man. And we're just drawing all these Spawns of Mayhem, which is a good card. But when we can't do it for the 3 here, it's rough. Like, I'd really wish these were rotting Regiswords right now instead. Regisword would be so much better in this spot. Don't cleave me, daddy. Okay, down to 8. Opponent is doing a ridiculous amount of stuff for only 2 mana here. So now I can play Spawn of Mayhem, which I have to. This sucks. Because now I have to trade this with a Voltaic Brawler. Because they'll pump it. Because say I block the Burning Tree Emissary, I take 4, 5, 6, and then I'm just dead to a Stomp. And I don't think we can quite put ourselves in that spot there. Yeah, when our 4 drop is having to trade with their 2 drop, that's bad. So I think we're going to take our first L here. This is a pretty big difference of being on the play versus on the draw. However, our hands just lined up pretty bad against what they've got anyway, and I think even on the draw we would just lose. Like, they've only hit 2 lands here, and they just played stuff every turn in either way. Yeah, nothing we can do here. I could play Robber, attack them, and hit them, and then play Spawn, but we're just losing either way. 2-1, let's go. Alright, game number 4. Yeah, game number 4 against Rutix 44. On the draw again. God, this is a risker. Do we risk it for the biscuit? No red mana, but man, Knight into Butcher makes my heart smile. So we're keeping it. No fear in this dojo. Okay, Cage. Cage, I mean, it stops our Skyclave Shade, but otherwise doesn't really do much. Blue. Okay, fuck you, opponent. Opponent just with the hate. All the hate. Hey, never didn't have it. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay, nothing here. So, I'm not sure what's in our future here. Let's go ahead and swing first. They could have like a memory lapse or something. That's fine. This will stop our Butcher from growing. Not the worst in the world. I think we just play Reggie here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Wrath of God come down. Okay, we'll still hit him for 2. Well, they are down to 3 cards now, so there's that. And again, Bomat Courier are actually a really nice draw here because now I can swing in, hit them for 1, and then off Spectacle still play Spawn of Mayhem. So we're kind of going to put them in a position where they have to keep board wiping us here, or we're going to do a lot of damage real fast. And that's pretty good. Oh, Narset. Okay. No Wrath of God. No Wrath of God. Yeah, it's Fairy's fine. Oh, no land for them either. Okay. So I think since they don't have it, we play this Shade out. I think we just play this too. And even though it's tempting, I'm just going to kill that. Like, maybe I'm supposed to hit them in the face to spawn and then hit Bomat and Butcher on them for 1. But I just want to have that out of here. And if they want to play another one or something like that, be my guest. If you want to play Teferi and down tick on something, be my guest. Okay, okay. This game should be over now. Oh, oh, we don't got a second red Vanna though, no! We don't play around Settle the Wreckage. You will lose way more games playing around Settle the Wreckage than you will getting settled. So that's really good. Heartless Act can't kill her Dreadhorde Butcher, or I would just try to do it now. But yeah, they're dead. And again, they wrapped this there, right on turn, and it didn't even matter. 3-1, let's play one more. Alright, y'all, last game of the day is against Chris on the draw. So we started off like the first 2 games on the play. These last 3 have all been on the draw, but still, I mean, that's pretty even. We won't complain about that. Just mentioning it. Knight, the Ebon Legion will come down here. Steam Vents, this probably gets shocked. Or Pillar of Flames or something. We'll see what the matchup is. More Jeskai. Well, I guarantee you there's definitely no Lightning Heelys coming our way. I think we just play this here. And again, we're never going to sack this right now, so the mana doesn't matter. Oh god, that's bad. Now luckily we can still hit our land drops here, so it's not the worst. I hate memory lapse though. Like getting lapse just feels so bad because it's like, oh great, I get to draw my 1 drop again. Woo! But luckily our hand's in a good spot right now. So let's try to go to attacks here. Part of me wants to just pump this now because of that, but I don't think we can keep playing Scare. I think we just got to go for stuff. So Reggie's coming down. Again, I would prefer to play Spawn of Mayhem here, but we got 1 black source. So here's what it is. Okay, cycling there is nice for us. Please, no Wrath of God. Okay. So here, I think I just discard Bowmat Courier, right? I could do the spawn. Okay. Because I want to have like an actual like threatening backup plan here. Let's see what they do. Let me cleave. Let me cleave. It's been too long. I've not got to have any Dino Sword action in a long time, so let me have it. Okay. So they're making a treasure token here. I think in response we do this now. That way, they've only got the 1 mana, so unless they're playing like Spell Pierce. Yeah! Yeah! Now, they could still have a Brazen Bar, perhaps, with this treasure, but otherwise, if they can't bounce this Regisaur, they're taking 16 here and go to 2. They're looking at my Knight. If they kill my Knight, that's fine. Like, Helix is annoying there because they gain 3 life. Helix is such a good card, but still, we are smorking them for 16 damage. You love to see it. So they're at 5 here. Teferi would feel pretty awful. Good game. Good game, baby. 4-1. Alright, y'all. 4-1 here. Not too shabby. This deck felt really, really nice. I just love how thick your creatures are and how big of a clock you can provide here. And again, riding Regisaur with embercleave is just kind of dumb sometimes. The deck felt really, I mean, that game against Gruul felt really awkward because we were kind of just on the back foot the whole time. Granted, they had a really explosive start where they had 2 lands, but we're still able to play everything, so it's just going to happen sometimes. But yeah, this deck is sweet. I think this is a good one even for best of 3 because even though it's a deck, I mean, it's an aggro deck in a sense, but it's one of those that survives a lot of the removal that would usually do really good against aggro. So take it in there and see how it goes for you. This was always good for me in Standard, and it seemed like it's pretty good here too. Thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate the support. Let's go.